With the Jaclyn Hill's Morphe Brushes palette, I'm taking this nice brown shade and I'm just going to apply that strictly on the crease, and I'm going to use windshield-like motions, and I'm just going to make sure that everything is nicely blended. Now taking the salmony, it turned out to be more pinkish rather than more orangey. I thought it'd be more orangey, but it's a little bit in between orangey and pinkish. I'm just gonna grab that, and I'm also going to apply that over where I just laid that brown that I just laid down. And here I'm taking this beautiful shimmery coppery shade from her palette, and I'm just going to apply that all over the lid. And I'm just applying this dry first because I will wet my brush afterwards. Here I'm taking any dark brown color, and I'm just going to focus that strictly on that crease area. And I'm just making my eye appear more round rather than that almond shape that I have. So here I'm just doing that and working that brown on that crease and making it as dark as I want it to be. Here I'm taking the same brown, but this is with a more precise brush, and I'm just going to apply that strictly on the outer V area. And like I said, because I want to go for that round shape, this is going to give me that effect. So I'm going to do that, and whatever's left over, I'm just going to drag it to the crease, to the inner crease. Here, like I said, I'm wetting my brush, and I'm just going to apply that wet shadow all over the lid. Taking MAC's Nylon, and I'm going to apply this as a highlight underneath my eyebrow bone, and I'm also going to apply that on the inner corner of my eye. I do not like any of the highlights that this palette has. That's one thing that I don't like. Also that the shadows don't have any names, just odd numbers. So that's one thing I don't like about this palette. It doesn't have a highlight shade, or at least not a good one. Here I'm taking any black liner, and I'm just going to type my upper waterline and my lower waterline. Once I do that, I take my Maybelline Falsies mascara, and I'm just going to coat my lashes. Once the mascara is dry, I'm going to go ahead and use House of Lashes in Siren. These are Siren lashes by House of Lashes, of course. So I'm just gonna apply those lashes on, and yeah, no big deal. I just show you guys how do I do it. Taking my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, I'm just going to apply 2 triangles under my eyes, and I'm just going to conceal and highlight at the same time. And here I'm applying that on the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and on my chin. And I do this because I want to highlight, like I said. And with any beauty blender, I'm just going to make sure that I blend all of that out. Boom, nicely blended now. And I'm just gonna really blend that, because I really don't want to look like a ghost. I know I look really pale right now, but no worries. I'm going to give myself some color afterwards. And I want to do my concealer first before I apply my lower lash shadows. For more coverage under those dark circles, I'm using my Revlon Age-Defying concealer, and I'm just going to strictly apply that on the dark circles and softly blend it out with my finger. Like I said, the heat of my finger against my skin literally just melts this concealer away. It's probably the best application for me. To set all the concealers and my foundation, I'm using L'Oreal True Match in the shade N1. And to start off, I'm going to apply that powder underneath my eyes with this spongy provided. You can use a beauty blender as well, or you can use a brush. But I want this precise setting. I want to set it really precise, and I want to really push that powder onto the skin. So that's why I'm using that sponge first, and then I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to make sure that I blend the rest of my foundation out and that everything blends seamlessly. So here's the fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go over, nothing out of ordinary, just going over all over my face with that brush, just to set the concealer, to set the foundation, and to mix everything together. And once I finish with that, now I can move on to my lower lash line shadows, which I'm using this dark brown shadow that I applied on the outer V earlier. And I'm just going to smudge that onto the lower lash line, and I'm just really gonna smoke it and blend it. Now here, taking the same lid color, which is the coppery champagne brown, and I'm just going to apply that underneath the lash line as well, on top of the brown, and this is just going to balance out the colors. And going back again with that nylon eyeshadow, and I'm just going to intensify that inner corner highlight because with all the blending I lost a little bit of it. Now taking MAC's Give Me Sun, and this one is a beautiful bronzer. I'm just going to go in and give myself some color because I am so pale that my face looks flat. So now here what I'm going to do is going to apply that on the cheeks of my bone, on the hollows of my cheeks, on the temples, on the forehead, and I'm also going to run that along my nose and my jawline. And all I'm doing here is I'm literally just sculpting and enhancing my features, and this is going to give me more structure, more color, and it's just going to make everything blend nice. And it's also going to give me, like I said, more features and for me more color as well. I'm just going to do a quick nose contour. If you guys want an in-depth tutorial on that, I might do that soon. But here I'm just quickly contouring my nose, and contouring your nose makes a huge difference. It makes your nose appear, for me, my target is to make it appear slimmer, longer, and thinner, and straighter. Taking my NARS Laguna bronzer for a more defined contour, I'm going to go ahead with the 77 Sephora contouring brush, and I'm just going to focus that on the hollows of the cheeks, and I'm just going to do that because I want to have more sculpted out cheekbones. So that's the only reason why. You completely don't have to do this step, but I just wanted a little more definition on those cheekbones, you know what I'm saying? Next, taking Bare Mineral Well Rested powder, and this is a beautiful powder. It literally wakes you up, and it looks your it looks your makeup like your under, it makes you look perfect, like flawless. Your under eye makeup definitely needs this powder, and it's well rested by Bare Minerals. It's amazing. Next, going for blush, I'm taking Margin, which is a frosty shade. It's so beautiful, nice and light, and this one is by MAC. And I'm just going to lightly just dust that on the apples of my cheeks. Nothing big, just a little bit, just for a little bit of color. Going back with the nylon eyeshadow, I'm also going to highlight. Since it's just a white frosty shadow, I can also use it as a highlight, and I love this. I already went through one of the shadow pots, so that's how much I loved it, and this is one of my new ones now. So yeah, I'm also gonna apply that on the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and this is where the light naturally hits my face. I'm just enhancing that a little bit to attract more light towards my face. Taking Red by MAC, and this is just a lip liner. I'm just going to line my lips, and I'm not going to overdraw them because I already have enough lips. I'm just doing nothing out of ordinary, just lining my lips, and then I'm going to fill them in with the Smashbox infrared, and this is a beautiful red, and I'm just going to top that over the lip liner that I just laid down. And once I finish that, that would be it for this look, guys. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you on my next one. Hi everyone, thank you for watching. I just want to say I hope you enjoy this tutorial. I used all drugstore products